Hey, तो यू नो मी माय नाम इज घनश्याम और आप देख रहे हैं घनश्याम एट प्ले। तो आज से मैं अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट करने वाला हूँ जिसमें आई विल बी शेयरिंग एवरीथिंग। तो दिस इज़ माय फर्स्ट डे। तो आज मैं अपने लैपटॉप में सब कुछ सेटअप करूँगा जो कुछ भी आई विल बी नीडिंग। तो लेट्स सी द गोल्स एंड व्हाट विल गोइंग टू बी लर्न इन दिस वीडियो। तो the main goal is to install and set up this laptop. For that, I will be needing these things like all the browsers that will I going to need, जैसे कि Chrome, Brave, and Arc and Mozilla. And I'll tell you why we are needing them for different purposes. उसके बाद हम डाउनलोड करेंगे होमब्रू। होमब्रू इज जो कि कमांड लाइन टूल है जो that will help you to install and download the applications, and then we'll learn how to install VS Code, some of the generic extensions, and yep. उसके बाद Docker, and उसके बाद some of the language like Python, Go, Ruby, Node, and with the version manager, and we'll see what is the version manager. Then terminal and its tools, and उसके अलावा देखते हैं whatever will needed in during installing all of it. We'll see those, okay. And what we're going to learn at the fundamental is what are the type of application. So the type of applications are majorly two types. One is graphical user interface वाली, मतलब graphical application, जैसे कि you can see ये एक application है notes, जिसमें you can see some things and interact with your mouse and your trackpad, right? And there are some other tools, those are like command line tools. Command line tools are जैसे कि if you someday run these terminals and all of it, so sometime you run like cat or pwd. If you do this, pwd will show you the current path. So this is the command line tool. pwd is a command line tool. So, but there is nothing if you want to view it, like what is the application that you can view for PWD? There is nothing, but there is a application which is only works in this command line. Okay, and so we have two types of application: graphical application, command line application. Then we'll learn how to install or download the application, and the second thing is installing it. Okay, so to download an application, there is a two ways mainly. One is you can go to a website like supposedly I'm just trying to install the Brave. You can go here, go to this, it will say get the Brave. That's it. Start downloading the Brave. If you go to the downloads, you can see it is downloading it, right? And there is another way to download an application. To download an application, the another way is you can use terminal, and inside this, if you have a URL or something, you can directly get that download that application via this URL, and that we will see how can we do that. And let's move to the next learning of today's. Next thing is how to install application. And similarly, to installing a application, there is a two or three like multiple ways though. Okay, so सबसे easy वाला है, we can download the application by this route. If you see downloaded files, you can see I already downloaded Visual Code Studio. And if you wanna see how I did it, pretty simple. Just search for VS Code, and then go to the downloads, hit download for Mac. That will start your downloading and it will going to be downloaded. Now, wherever it is downloaded, go to that place. Supposedly, I have downloaded it in the downloads. तो यहाँ पे I can see Brave is still downloading, so I'm not installing that. We'll install that later. And then you can see Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code, just click, double tap on it. Okay, open it. You can see it is trying to do some things. You are just allow it. Open. Don't worry. Done. It is there. Right. Okay. Now you don't need to do anything. Similarly, if you want to see how I downloaded how we can download the Brave, that we can do right away. Okay, okay, now it's downloaded. What we can do, we'll just open it once. Okay, so this file can be like most of the time it be DMG format. It can be package or something. We'll see those. But right now, just open it. As soon as you open it, you will see you have to just move it to the applications. That's it. Nothing more than then you have to do. It will automatically build it and create an app out of this DMG or setup file. Then you can close it. Nothing else. You can use Spotlight to search the Brave. Yes, Brave is here. I can open the Brave browser for first time. It might take or ask some permissions from you. Just assign them. And here it is, your first application that you have installed. Cool. Now we can start looking into it. Like how can we download the application from some other ways? Okay, instead of doing that, what we can do is there is a one another way to do this or to install and download at the same time. Download and install. There is a way that is called you can use there is two ways to do that. One is you can use App Store, and the second thing you can use Homebrew. Actually, Homebrew is a command line tool that will install and अभी के लिए we can see we already saw downloading application through graph URL, and then second thing is via terminal. We'll do that later, but right now it's okay. And similarly, how to install an application, for that we already did using GUI, graphical user interface, and using GUI, and then using terminal for setup file or DMG file, right? That will do slowly. And for that, let's download a Chrome browser first of all. That we can do right away, right? Okay, let's use the Brave for that. Okay, I'm searching for Chrome. It will allow us to download it. Yes, it will do show. It is taking time somehow. Okay, Chrome browser. Okay, open it. Yeah, here you can see you can download it. Just click over it. You can download Google Chrome. Oh, Google Chrome is already there, so I don't need to do that. Okay, we can try for Firefox. Yes, Firefox download. Go to it. Okay, download different platform. Okay, no, I'm not using Windows, I'm using Mac. So I need to download it for Mac. So I'll say download a different platform or language. Linux, Mac OS, English. Yeah, English language works. Download it. It might be possible. It will show you something else. What I mean is, it might be give you some other options in the browser. Just the thing is, we need to look for which system we are using and just download it. It will take few minutes until we can pause ourselves. तो ये अभी डाउनलोड हो गया है and let's see कहाँ पे डाउनलोड हुआ है तो we were using the Brave browser and if I see so let's see where it is have been downloaded. So downloads me you can see it. So now we have downloaded the DMG file and we will be installing it by using terminal. To do that we need to open the terminal. We'll open the spotlight by using command space and then we'll say terminal. तो ये एक एप्लीकेशन है ग्राफिकल एप्लीकेशन सो टर्मिनल इज अ ग्राफिकल एप्लीकेशन बट इसके अंदर वी कैन यूज कमांड लाइन टूल्स राइट जैसे कि अभी हम यूज करने वाले हैं एक यूटिलिटी HDI यूटिलिटी राइट HDI यूटिल तो सबसे पहला काम होगा वी विल माउंट दिस एप्लीकेशन टू आवर वॉल्यूम और इस मैकबुक के सिस्टम के वॉल्यूम में हम इसको माउंट करेंगे माउंट करने के बाद वी विल हैव द एक ऐप विच एवर इट इज सो अभी हम मोजिला फायरफॉक्स को करने वाले हैं तो हमारे पास फायरफॉक्स का ऐप होगा फिर उस फायरफॉक्स के ऐप को वी विल ट्रांसफर इट टू द एप्लीकेशंस right that's how we will be going to do it pretty straightforward so let's do it first of all mount it that means attach and where it is present in the download and Firefox right let's attach it uh, oh sorry the hdiutil attach download and Firefox and then delete. So now it is attaching or mounting it to the our system. If you want to see key what is the volume is a kind of hard drive. Suppose you are mounting means you are mounted or added it to a new hard drive or new output or storage system to it or to this MacBook and if you want to see it in the finder you can do that open the finder and you will start seeing this thing Firefox is mounted on it right जैसे कि कभी भी हम एक USB ड्राइव डालते हैं तो it start showing up here right so similarly Firefox is already mounted and now as it is mounted we will be copying it to the applications and if you want to see what is inside the Firefox you can see there is this Firefox application it's present there right so we will be moving this Firefox to the applications of this MacBook so uske liye we'll open the terminal because we will be doing everything by using this terminal so let's do that so let's see first of all what is inside it so we'll see ls volume Volumes. Okay, volume के अंदर you can see, you can find the Firefox. Inside Firefox, if you wanna see, then there is this APK file. This is the APK file which will be copying, or yeah, we will be copying this to the applications. Let's do that. CPR. CP means copy, R means recursively. And what are we copying? We will be copying this volume में से Firefox and the Firefox APK, and where it to be, we will be copying it to applications, right? So let's hit it. So it might take some time, but it will copy it to the application. If you want to see is it present in application or not, we can go to the Finder again. Go to the Finder, open the applications. You will see Firefox is here now, right? If I go to the Spotlight again, do the Firefox, it will start the Firefox here. It asks for permissions and open existing. Yeah, open existing. Yes. Cool. Now the Firefox is here. Let's close it once, and इसके बाद देखते हैं how can we install download the applications just using the terminal, right? That's we are looking for here. We already installed the application by GUI. We installed the application by terminal. We downloaded the application by URL. Now we will be downloading it by the terminal, right? Let's use terminal to download it. And for that, we'll open the terminal and use the once more CLI tool or command line tool, that is curl. So we'll do curl and then we'll say O, right? And after that, we need to set the path, whatever the path for the application you want to download, right? So let's see. We need to find Google Chrome URL for stable image image for image for Mac OS, right? Mm, So go to the Google Chrome. Okay, is just the mean we need to have a one URL that is okay. The Linux, you can see this is for Linux, but we need for Mac, right? For that you need a link from somewhere here. Looks like this is a good one. Mac stable latest. Let's try using it, right? Okay, we'll use this one, right? Let's see. So command V and then hit enter. Curl help. No URL specified. It says no URL specified. Let me search one URL and then we'll come back. Okay, now I get the URL, and the URL is I got the whole command that will going to be used, and that is curl dash O, that is the capital O, and then you have to set the path where you want to store it in your MacBook storage, like Google Chrome DMG. I named it as a Google Chrome. You can directly say it as a Chrome also. That's okay. And then set a path or URL path from where it going to be downloaded, right? So let's hit enter now. So it will start downloading it now. It will take some time until it downloaded. We already know how to install it, right? Oh, we covered everything from here. Now I will be showing you how you can use App Store or Homebrew to download and install the application. Let's open the App Store. We all knows this thing, right? It is pretty simple. Just search for the app, whichever you want to download or you want to use here. Like suppose I want to download the Notion, I can just search for it, right? And it will search for it a bit, taking a few seconds here and there, but you can do that. See, you can see these are the apps that you can download. Let me download the OneNote first. I use it sometimes, so I'll download it. It might take time. That's okay, but it automatically download it, install it, and finish the installation. We don't need to do anything. It will authorize once if you set it up, you set up your MacBook that way, then it will do that. Else we are done, right? So our first goal is achieved now. We already downloaded our needed browsers right? Like Brave, Chrome, Mozilla, right? And then now we only remains with like how to use Homebrew and what are the benefit of it. So Homebrew is a again it is a command line interface or CLI tool for that, right? I'm creating it will continue downloading in this window. I open a new window and here I will be installing first of all this tool. Earlier I already told you pwd, that is a command line tool that shows the current or present working tree, right? And then present working directly. And then if you want to use this hdiutil, it uses we uses this tool to mount and unmount the images. Images can be anything, right? Images are your Windows image, your applications image, anything. So unmount and mounting के लिए we use hdiutil. These are the command line tool. Similarly, we have a homebrew. Homebrew is a command line tool which is not provided by the Mac OS itself, but you can install it. So to install that, we need one more similar way. Like you can download it from the terminal or you can use the GUI or Safari. I can just search here the homebrew. I searched it already and you can see. Okay, I can do it again, no problem. Homebrew, you open it, it will show you this way. Go to this and here you can see it says install homebrew using this particular thing, this command it is showing, right? But I'll tell you what this command is doing. And yeah, let me do that. So recently, if you remember, what we did is we used curl command, right? Curl command we used to download some application. Similarly, what we will be doing here, you can see I copy pasted that command for to install and download the brew. And then if you see, we are using this curl command to download this install.sh file, and then this install.sh file going to be run by using this bin bash and c, right? Because there we are storing it. Cool. If I hit enter, it will start downloading it and installing it, right? Pretty simple. We don't do much things here and we'll wait for it. So now the Chrome is downloaded, and if you wanna see the Chrome in the Finder, you can do so. Open the Finder here you have the Chrome, right? And to install it, there are two ways only. You can install it by a terminal, and you can directly double click here and install it, right? Sorry, open it. Yeah, you have to just move it here. That's it. Nothing more than this you have to do, and you can do it. Pretty simple. Yeah, it's the pretty much a simple thing you have to do. Done. And now you have Chrome in your system also. You can close it now. And one thing, if you remember, when we were attaching these images to the system, it was showing here. You can see Google and Firefox both are here. Google was attached when we open it, and Firefox was attached using the hdiutil, right, from the terminal. And now see how we can detach them, because they are attached here. So one way is we can directly click here and eject it. This is the one way. And the another way is you can open the terminal, and here this is the done. And still, if you see, uh, homebrew is still downloading some things, and it is downloading things. That's okay. We will detach the Firefox now. So to detach it, we have hdiutil and detach. Then we have to give the path, what thing we want to detach, right? Firefox, and that's it. Okay, it's saying detach verb not recognized. It's saying ki, HDI, maybe I spelled it wrong. Util, we can use the help. Yeah, I also use it always. Detach, right? So detach was spelled incorrectly by me. Detach, and then volume, and then Firefox. Yeah, now you can see in the Finder it is detached. Go to the Finder, and nothing is inside it. It is detached completely. So now we know how to download all it, and let's clean up it bit. What is the cleanup look like? Cleanup is means you can delete these images now. We don't need them. So there are two ways to do it. You can select them, do command backspace. It will going to delete it, right? Or delete it. So now your DMG files are deleted that were already installed. And yeah, there is one more browser that we want is Arc. Okay, which way you want to do? Best way. Just open it, right? Why we need to do some fancy things if we can just drag and drop it. And here it is. Arc is installed now. As Arc is installed now, so we can, first thing is, yeah, sorry, all tabs. Yeah, somehow that is detached, right? So now Arc is detached. We need to remove it. There is one more way to remove it. The way is pretty simple. You can say rm-rf and then the path of the file download, right? It is present in the downloads may arc, right? This is the one. It got removed. See, there is nothing like that, and we don't need the OBS also. Yeah, do that rm-rf and then download and then OBS. Remove it. So we removed all the DMG. Google is still there. I can do that also. Use upper key to have the previous command, right? So we can do Google Chrome, remove it. If I press the up key, so it will see, you can see the again up key, it will see the older one, again up key, you will see the more recent commands, right? Cool. Up and down key is used to do that. Okay, and now we know how to install the applications. Let's move to the next thing. We were installing the homebrew, right? Yep. Let's wait for that until it got going to be installed. I'll come back. Okay, cool. So now the brew is downloaded here. So if you see, it took a lot of time, but it is now downloaded, and in the here it is saying Homebrew has enabled synonym aggregate formula for Cask Analytics, and no analytics data is and then it says Homebrew is run entirely by unpaid volunteer. That means it is free, and the next steps are the Homebrew is not added to your path, right? What it means? It means up until now, Homebrew cannot be used by this command line, and if you do this brew and just say brew, you will see command not found in the system, right? Because when our MacBook is trying to look for this command, it it is not added to the path. So we need to add this thing to our path. And to do that, we'll run these things, these commands, and then it will be done, right? Echo user mention, get profile, and see, and then run this one also. We are done. Now if I try to do brew, it will say, yeah, brew is there, and you can use brew search, brew info, brew install. All these are the commands to do a lot of things using brew. What is the benefit of brew? Brew's benefit is you don't need to separately download, install, and run different commands and do a lot of things. Instead of that, what you can do, you can just go to the brew homepage, or is homepage if you search for Chrome, right? You have to search for Chrome browser. Okay, then Google Chrome के लिए you have to just run this command. Pretty straightforward, but you will see, okay, there is a cask. What it means? Cask means ki if you are using a graphical application, tab to you have to write this cask, else you don't need to do that. Pretty simple, right? And what are the benefit is you can pretty much easily upgrade. Suppose up until now we downloaded the Chrome, Arc, and Brave. Now you have to upgrade it. How will you do it? Update it, right? To do that, you need to go to the browser again, download the new Brave or Arc browser, updated ones, whichever it is, and then you have to replace it, right? But for the brew, it is pretty simple. You have to run the brew upgrade Google Chrome. Simple as that. And it will going to update the Google Chrome. So what I'm doing here now, I will be removing all the apps. Those I have downloaded by terminal or by Graphel or by drop and drag and drop. So and then you will learn how to delete an app. Okay, go to the applications. Sorry, go to the Finder. Inside the Finder, go to the applications. Here you have the Chromium. Yeah, go and just send it to the bin. Done. You have deleted it. Clean and crystal like clean, right? So if you search Chrome inside the browser, you can't find it because there is no app with that name. And if I install it by the brew, you can do that. Pretty simple. Find the command, copy it, open terminal, paste it, brew install cask Google Chrome. Pretty simple. Right, brew is the ucli tool, install is the command that we are telling install it. Cask means ki this application is graphical application, and then Google Chrome is the name of the application that we are going to install, and it will install it in the applications itself. And right now it is downloading, and yeah, then we need to wait for a few seconds and then it will come back. Cool. Now we can see it is downloaded the Google Chrome, and for that we can check the Finder. Maybe we can check the applications, and here you have the Google Chrome, and it is up to date. That's the thing we were looking for, right? And suppose we want to update or upgrade it, right? So we have to just do this. Brew update Google Chrome. Simple as that. This command updates brew itself and does not take formula names. Uses. Okay, cool. Sorry. It need to be upgrade only. Upgrade. So now it is looking for the is Google Chrome is updated or not. And see, not upgrading Google Chrome. The latest version is already installed. So it is not upgrading. So it is pretty simple. So Homebrew is a good CLI tool that I'm going to use definitely everywhere. And I already okay. If you see, I search for VS Code. Yeah, right. If you search for it, you have the command line, and I already run it here. You can see, and it is already successfully done. And if I want to download the Docker, that I can do. Okay, let's see the VS Code first. It's okay, VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Yeah, and you can see that in the Find Dusk application also. Most probably, it should be there. Yeah, it is there, right? And we can remove it from downloads. VS Code, remove it, right? And now we are good here. And similarly, we can do the same thing for Arc and other browsers. Remove it. Okay, don't remove it. It's okay. They are there. Okay, I'll do that in separate times. Right now, I will be installing the Docker. As in the goals, we have the Docker listed there. Pretty simple. Just do this, paste it, run it. It will start download it, and then install it. Pretty simple. Now we already gone through the Docker, Homebrew. Let's go to the VS Code now. Okay, before going to the VS Code, we can install the languages and by using version manager. What is the version manager, right? So suppose you are working on some application, and we always know there is every application have different versions. Supposedly, if you see, we have installed a Chrome. You can see in your mobile phone that every time there are some updates and everything, right? And suppose you are creating a new application and you use the Python 3.1, and now because you used Python 3.1, if you want to use your application, you need a Python 3.1. How you will going to manage that version in your system if you directly download the Python? Similar ways, because we already download the Chrome with the latest version, because we don't want to move back to the old versions, right? But for these languages we want, because we are creating our application based on them, and sometime we might need Python that is a old version only. So for that we use version managers for different languages, and by using these version managers we can install any version, and we can use any of the version uh, applications, right? Okay, let's see what are these version managers and how can you do the magic with it. So now Docker's terminal command line interface is downloaded, and if I try to do this Docker, you will see we have a lot of things here, right? That means Docker is perfectly downloaded here and installed. If we want to see the containers, we should do this Docker PS. But as soon as we do the Docker PS, you will see it says is Docker daemon is running. That means we have to download the Docker daemon also, and for that you have to do this, because it is a user interface. Sorry, it is a graphical application. So yeah, we have to do this, and now it will download the Docker, right, daemon. And okay, until it downloads the Docker, what we can do, we can see some things about brew. So homebrew, you can search for different things, different application like Firefox. Okay, it will search this text and you will see there is a lot of cask available here. One is formula, that is Firefox PWA, and then the Firefly, and for the cask you have this. But we will be only installing the Firefox. Before installing it, what we can do, we should remove it from the system, and for that we have to go to the application, remove the Firefox completely. Yeah, it's gone. Now what we can do is brew cask and then Firefox. Okay, there is something wrong with it, but yeah, cool, that's okay. Brew cask Firefox. Okay, I think I'm doing something wrong. We can do the same thing here. Okay, okay, install. Sorry, I was doing a bad job here. Brew install cask Firefox. This will install the Firefox here. Great. Now Firefox will going to be installed. So that is the how we can see what is the, oh sorry, how to search some of the text. You can search here the Python also. That is a long language. You can do that. So for doing that, you have to do just brew search and text whatever you are trying to search. You can see there is a lot of things with this Python name. Okay, but okay, here you can see this is the Python versions, I guess, right? So you can install these things. That is quite good. Okay, and again, you can also list all the applications those are installed by using this, right? Let's see the list of the applications that we installed. So we know there are two kind of application. One is the graphical, and then another one is the command line tools. So let's see. Okay, you have to do this brew list, and you will see there is formula where is the Docker and Docker completion, and then these are the tasks where you have this Google Chrome and Visual Studio Code. Okay, the first thing is ki this segregation is not based on my definitions of the uh, my type of applications. These have their own definitions to it. If you want to take the help for the brew and see what are the definition of them, you can just say man brew and you will have all of it. Brew is the missing parameter for Mac OS. Brew version will show you the version number. Then this is the description. Here you have the terminology. Formula means homebrew package definition that build from upstream source, right? And cask means homebrew package definitions that install Mac OS native applications. So whichever, whatever this application, those are the native to Mac OS that will install by the cask. If they are not, then they will be a formula that those will be built from the upstreams, right? And here you have some other things like cellar, cask room. These are the some of the locations where you can find your applications that you have installed. I copied the cellar and then I'll show you, right? And then you have the formula, the verbs, those you can use like install, uninstall, list, search, right? Let's go and see where this brew install all the application. To see that you can do this thing, just so brew. Okay. Uh, which brew, right? Brew. It will show you the where this brew is installed. It is installed in opt homebrew bin brew, right? And if you want to see the where is the Chrome is installed, Google Chrome, WHICH, sorry, HICH. Okay, Google Chrome is not found. That's okay. We can directly cd or change directly to the homebrew that particular user local. Okay, cd ls. Now we can go to the user. Do we have users? Yes, we have users. And then cd local. Let's see what is inside it. And then I guess I'm going a wrong path. Home spin. Installing. Now you can see it is installing the Firefox, but I'm not able to find where these are installed exactly. For that we need to look a bit more, but I'll do that later. Right now, let's see. Is it install the okay for Docker? It need a password. You have to give the password to it. I pass the password. It seems there is already a binary. Docker. Okay, that means it is downloaded now. We can do this Docker. Right. Okay, we'll see that later. Right now, we just do one thing. Okay, the thing is look into the goals. We install the browsers, homebrew. We need to set the generic extensions for VS Code. We'll open that in a moment. Then we now need to download the language with the version managers. That we'll do later. And about the terminal tools, we already installed the brew. and then we'll need to set up the terminal bit more. That we'll do now. Let's start with the terminal setups. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. To improve the terminal, we already have the terminal and some tools. To improve the terminal, we can use the oh my ZSH. Oh my ZSH. Yeah, this is one tool that is used by many of us. It improves the terminal uses and very much. And this tool, yeah, this is the GitHub repo for this tool. And if you see, this is the open source and it can be used anywhere, and it improves the developers' productivity. Okay, let's install it first. To install it, we will be using brew that we installed now, right? So go to the ZSH, how to install in MacBook. Simple, brew install ZSH. We already have it. Go to this terminal, open and install it. And it might take some time, but as soon as we install, we'll start configuring. Okay, cool. Now ZSH is installed in our system. Here we can see if I run the ZSH version, it will show you the version of the ZSH. Oh, and it is called by the way Z shell. Okay, so we installed the Z shell. Let's see how we can use it and what are the use cases of it. Okay, so if you search for oh my ZSH, oh my Z shell, you can open this GitHub repo, and here you have a lot of things to read. You can do that. It's about the installation and download that we already did by using the brew. And now let's into how you can use the ZSH. Okay, so there are two things you can use the ZSH for. There are some of the plugin that you can use to write, and then there are some of the themes that you also can use. And to do that, okay, let's go with the themes first, then we'll look into the plugins. Okay, so in the themes, you have a lot of themes there. You have to just write this thing inside the file, and which file it is, by the way. This is the file that is ZSHRC file. Okay, so you can open that file from the terminal, and if you do this code and then ZSHRC file, and this code means you are opening it is in VS Code. Okay, so now it will open the VS Code from the terminal, and here you can see ZSHRC file is empty. And let's set it up. If I set the to different themes, simply change this. Okay, themes we can set this way, and then it says there are a lot of themes available at these screenshots. If I click here, I will go to these themes where I can see a lot of themes are there. Okay, यहाँ पे you can see this is how it is showing that. Good, let's go back to the previous one. And what we can do is we can set it as a random. So every time whenever we open it, right? Every time whenever we open the terminal, it will set a random theme to this. Cool. Just close it for once, right? And then open terminal. Oh, nothing is happened because we need to export it, right? Export ZSHRC. Oh, sorry, source, not export. Jared HRC. Now we have done. Close this window. Now open the terminal again. Hey, it is not choosing any of the ZSRC things. Why it is happening, that we need to look for. Right, let's see what it doing. When maybe it is not saved in the system. Command V, Command S, save it and close it. If I want to see what is saved inside it, I can do this. ZSH RC. Again, now it is saved there, something is there, right? So this time ZSH should work, right? Yeah, it should have been working. Do we need to do anything else other than this? Let's see. Enabling the plugin. Open this, for example, this. Note that plugin is separated using plugin. Yeah, that's it. This is it. We don't need to do anything at all. Now we need to open the terminal again. It is not showing up. Maybe there is some issue. Let me figure it out. Okay, cool. I found somewhere that if I install the Git, it will start working. So what I did, I just do install the Git. And Git is also a CLI tool that we use to create the Git repositories at the locally, and to manage that repository, we use this Git CLI tool. And yeah, we'll use that later, but right now we have to just install it. We'll do git brew install, brew install git. So it will install the git that I already done. So now it will only show you already installed it. Okay, up to date. And now what I'll do is I will close it and then see. We'll start doing the magic. Terminal. Nope, not yet. We'll see the cat again. ZSHRC. I can see there is this. Then I'll source it. Source ZSHRC. I can see there is no magic is shown here. One more, closing and opening it, not showing it at all. Okay, maybe something is I'm missing here. Let me try doing it again. Okay, right now I'm just uninstalling the ZSH and reinstall it and then see what happens. Brew and install ZSH, right? Uninstalling and brew install is done. Then brew install ZSH. Okay, now it is installing it. Hide the hints. Okay, now it is installed, and if I close and then open again, no magic is happening. Okay, then what I need to do is uninstall it. Brew uninstall ZSH. Instead of using the brew, we'll install it in some another ways. The another way is you can go to this, and here is the omyzsh, and install the myzsh by using this wget. Whatever you want, you can do. Both things will work. Okay, we can try wget though. because we never use this wget tool. It is used to download. Okay, the command wget is not found because we don't have the wget tool in our system. Let's install that. We'll do the brew install wget. Now it will install the wget for us. Then we will use the command to download the omyjw.sh by using wget. Oh, we could have already used the curl command here. That might have already worked because curl is uh, available in Mac OS out of the box, but wget is not. So we installed the wget here, right? And cool, it is installed now. We can run the command again. Okay, so you will see it is cloning omyjsh. And see how much time it will take. Okay, it's done now. Beautiful. Yeah, the magic is appearing here. You can see now we only have the arrow. If I close it, close the terminal, open the terminal again, you see, command new, right? We can change the themes a bit more. That's okay. Let's open the code ZSH RC. It will open. Oh, cool. Now you can see it's present. It created this ZSRC or added some things to it, right? So path to your oh my ZSH is this. It added the path. Great. If you come from the bash, you might have to change the path this. That's okay. We don't need that. Set the name of the theme to load. We can set the random. So I can show you like how the magic is happening there. You just need to save it and do the command and see. This thing is changed completely here. Now I can see it's in greeting, earthing, and all of it, but that's okay. We don't need that. Close it, command and now we have built very simplest, right? And if I cd into, okay, let's see, ls and cd into Shyam and then fresh code man. Okay, ls cd cafeteria directly and get in it, and it will make this particular directory as a git repository. And now it is initiated and you will see we are inside the master branch, right? Okay, git, we can say git status will show key there is no commit and no commits yet, and alias. Okay, get alias, grab get. There are a lot of aliases already present for git. How they are there, right? If you might think about it. So yeah, so if I come to this ZSHR file, you will see the plugins. Inside the plugins, you have this git. If I remove the git from here, it is empty now, right? And I just need to do the alias again. Again, now we have to source it again, right? Save it. Command as save it, close it, and then command new, and then we'll say source ZSHRC. We have sourced it. Now if I try to see the alias for get grab get, you'll see there is no alias for that, right? Because we removed it. Now if I again add it, and let's figure out the theme first. Now you get to know, you knows like it will create some aliases for all the different applications like a git and some other things, right? Okay. Similarly, there is one more alias, that is web search. Web SEARCH, web search. I'll show you how we can use it. So okay, let's fix the theme first, and then we'll do add the plugins, right? Okay, cool. Now go to the themes. Here were the themes, right? Let's see which theme you might like. Is this is the default theme. Okay, this is the default theme, the default Ruby, whatever it is. This is the AF Magic theme. Which theme you like? Okay, Agnoster official repository. Looks like it show the path, then the user at the end. But right now, if you see, it shows the user and this thing. So I don't need the user though. I only need, I also don't need the time though. I want a compact and more habit. Looks good to me. Yes, this looks good to me. There is this plus button is also there. Awesome panda. Okay, cool. I am going with this. No, this kit is not required for me. Vera blinks. And there are a lot of them. You can invest whole your days and many days into it and select one perfect theme for you, right? But I won't be doing that, and I'm selecting explicitly this. I don't know why, but I'm doing this. Cool. Found the theme now. Okay. Set the theme fix from the when loading at the random setting these variables. Theme random will cause it to load a theme from the web. Uncomment the following line to use case sensitive completion. Okay. Uncomment the following line to use hyphen sensitive completion. Uncomment one of the following line to change the auto update behavior. Uncomment the following line to change how often auto update. Uncomment. You can use these all of them slowly, and you will get to know what are they doing. Let's move to the plugin now. Okay, we updated it. Let's save it and then source it. Source. Do we need to do the source always? Not explicitly. Okay, we can close all the other terminals because now it will always show this way. If we go to cd to the uh, Shyam at play and then cafeteria, then it will say in Shyam cafeteria is the directory and the master is the branch name, right? And cool. I like this thing this way though, but I'm thinking to use some other stuff. There is one more. This time I'll be using elaborative. Okay, let's pause the video and I'll select and then. Okay, cool. Finally, I decided to go with Eastwood and I added some of the plugins that is Git, ZSH auto suggestion, ZSH syntax highlighting, and sudo and web search. I'll tell you what are these plugins, what will these plugins will do. And before that, let me uh, do some of the things that right now these plugins are not there. Okay, let's run this. Source the ZSH file before sourcing it, save it, Command S, and then source it, right? Okay, ZSHRC. Cool. So ZSH auto suggestions not found and then highlight not found. Cool. That's okay. That's not a issue. We'll see that why those are not found. Before that, up until now, Git is there, sudo is there, web search is there, right? So web search, what web search do? And web search do is Google, and you can search anything here, like uh, meaning of meaning to the heart. As soon as you hit it, it will open it up in the Google, right? It will start doing the Google, open the Google browser. Interesting that you can do from the your terminal also. And then that is done by the web search. And now what will sudo do? And suppose you want to see the pwd, right? But you forgot you want to add you want to do the sudo pwd, then it will ask for password. That's okay, that it will show you this command, whatever your present directory, right? But suppose you forgot to do that and your command is very long, you don't want to close or do something, what you can do, press escape twice, right? One, two, and it automatically create, add the sudo in front of it. That's what it do. And then what is this git is doing here? So git command do very powerful. Earlier to see the status, what we were doing git status and it was saying on branch master no commit is there, but now we can use gst only. This is the alias for it and it automatically creates it. If you want to see all the aliases, just do this alias and grab the git aliases, and here you have all of them. So a lot of them. So git add के लिए you have ga, git के लिए g, git ga, git add all. Yeah, quite a lot of them. So this is how we install the ZSH and slowly we install the other things. And now we set up our terminal perfectly fine. Let's install some of the languages. Okay, we'll create a next part for it in which we'll install the languages and Docker and set up the VS Code with it, right? Thank you. See you. Bye bye and take care.